Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this sales funnel tutorial, we're going to be going through the 5 simple stages of a sales funnel. Make sure you check out the links in the description to some other helpful videos I'll be referencing throughout the sales funnel tutorial, along with a timestamp table of contents so you can easily skip around or come back. Now, before we dive into the 5 stages, there is one big key to success to understanding how to apply these 5 stages successfully to your own sales funnels, and that is avoiding the big mistake of building your sales funnel back to front. You see, what most entrepreneurs and marketers do is they start at the back with their product or service, and then they put together their order pages and their sales pages, their email sequences, and then their lead magnet and landing page. What we actually want to do is go front to back, where we start with our landing page and lead magnet, even if we have no idea what our product or service is going to be yet, and then build the funnel from there. In fact, what I recommend is once you have a landing page and a lead magnet, you turn on the traffic immediately, even if you have no idea what the rest of the funnel is going to look like. And the reason that this is so critical to understanding how to make the 5 stages successful for you is because we need to stay fixated on the one element that is actually the variable of success when putting together your sales funnel. And spoiler alert, it's not your product or service. It's your customer, which is why through this tutorial video, our 5 stages are going to coincide with the 5 stages of customer development. So we're going to go from cold to warm to hot to customer and then lifetime customer. So your sales funnel stages should coincide with the stages of the customer and their journey from I don't know who you are to yeah, I'm your biggest fan. And our sales funnel is supposed to facilitate that change in relationship. And so when we focus on the customer, then creating our sales funnel and writing our sales copy becomes a whole lot easier because we understand where our customer is in the process of going from who the heck are you to I'm your biggest fan, right? So with that, we're ready to go ahead and dive in. And the first stage is cold. And the key here is using a lead magnet to take someone from I don't know who you are to maybe you know what you're talking about. And this is where we're going to be developing our landing page and most importantly, our lead magnet. So if you don't already have your ideal customer avatar, I highly encourage you at the end of this video to check out the link in the description to a full tutorial that goes through the 7 questions to create your customer avatar. And really that should be the very first step before you even get into your sales funnel stages. But I'm going to assume you have a rough idea of who your ideal customer is. So there are 2 questions we're going to focus on in order to make sure that we create a great lead magnet. The first question is, what results are they after? And the second one is, what is the perceived roadblock? So to do this, we'll quickly go through an example for a lead magnet that's targeted at people who want to grow a YouTube channel. So what results are they after? They want to grow their channel, they want to make more money, and they want to quit their day job. Okay, great. That's all well and good, but the second question is really where we're going to be able to differentiate ourselves from all of the competition. What perceived roadblock is in their way, or what is the perceived roadblock? In this particular instance, we have not enough views, not enough subs, video quality, and poor ranking. All of these factors can contribute to someone's channel not growing. It's our job to figure out which one of those perceived roadblocks is most important to our prospect or ideal customer, and then solve it for them inside of the lead magnet. So here are a couple of examples. We have a video tutorial on how to get more views. We have a recording of how a YouTuber grew their channel from nothing. This is great to help empathize with potential people who are trying to grow their YouTube channel. Then we have a diagram of how to structure their channel page. And then we have a PDF that's an upload checklist. All of these things could be helpful in terms of taking someone from my channel's stuck, it's not growing, and I need that in order to help me be more successful. But each one of these gets at a different potential problem or roadblock, right? Someone who's concerned about video ranking doesn't really want to hear about how to structure a video. And just like someone who wants to know what the heck do I put in my videos doesn't really care about how to make better thumbnails. Which is why it's very important that we start here, because we have to figure out which one of the ways we name our lead magnet and which specific roadblocks can we help our ideal customer tackle is most important to them. And we're not gonna know this right out of the gate. We might have to try a couple lead magnets before we start getting people onto our email list, which is phase number 2, where we're taking people who are warm to hot using a email sequence. Now, there's a big asterisk here before we dive in. Some of these emails that I'm about to walk you through do have some sales copy aspects to them. What's very important is you make sure that you write these emails as if you were writing to another person. We don't need to be salesy, we don't need to be fancy, and none of our emails need to do any selling for us. Right now, we need our new email subscribers to equate our emails to value. So you want to keep the value piling going on because they've just opted in, they've just got your lead magnet. Now it's time through the emails to show you're still going to be helpful. We don't want to put a sales hat on and just say, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, because that's just going to turn people off and it's going to destroy the relationship that you're starting to build, because these emails need to warm people up in order for them to get hot. Right now, they're just a little warm. We need them hot in order to start to consume our sales message in phase number 3. So here are 5 emails you can use. Number 1, we have the here's the blueprint email. Link to your offer, 3 to 5 bullet points of why it's awesome and how it can help them achieve their desired result. It's pretty much just restating why they opted in for the lead magnet. The next email is the biggest challenge they face. And this is where you're going to take one of those perceived roadblocks that you identified in the first phase and really hammer home how they can be successful in spite of the roadblock. This is also great if the roadblock is typically something that's going to be an objection later on in the sales process. Now, the next email here, number 3, is the hero story of success. And this should just be a testimonial story or personal story of how someone in a similar situation achieved one of the results that they're looking for. Now with these two emails, this is where you can actually introduce your paid offer, and you'll introduce your paid offer in the PS. So in email number 2, you could say, PS, I have something that I think would help blast through this roadblock even faster. Great. In number 3, you can say, PS, if you want to achieve this result or you want to enjoy the same benefits, then go ahead and check out this link. Then in emails 4 and 5, all we're going to do is focus on a big benefit or result that our ideal customer cares about and talk about what life looks like when that result is achieved, and then tie it into our paid offer in the PS again. What's very important is all of these, the paid offer is in the PS because we want to focus on building rapport and building a relationship. We can't expect people to whip out their credit cards and do business with us after a quick PDF lead magnet and 5 emails. Sometimes it takes more time, and we don't want to burn the potential business now trying to get a quick sale. Now, stage number 3 is where we're going to take someone who's warm, they're going through our emails, and hopefully they've clicked that PS section, and we're going to take them from warm to hot. And hot is when they are actively reading and engaging with our sales messages. Now, this is another place where it's very easy to obsess over your sales page or your webinar or your ugly VSL or maybe your cool trailer or whatever you're doing for your product. And I'm here to tell you, all you need is a $13 book from Amazon called The Ultimate Sales Letter from Dan Kennedy. You can pick it up for $13, and it's going to give you all the training you need in order to write your first sales letter. And I highly recommend writing your first sales letter because you've done a tremendous amount of work before this. And when you get to stage 3, there's not going to be a lot of people here. A lot of your time is going to be focused on the first 2 stages, trying to figure out how to get people to open your emails and trying to figure out which lead magnet is going to bring people in. So when it comes to this 3rd stage of taking someone from warm to hot, you really just need this book, and it's going to walk you through how to put together a sales letter in just a couple weeks. You'll be off to the races and you're ready for phase number 4. And phase number 4 is when someone goes from hot to purchase, right? They are finally a customer and we get to celebrate. Yay! However, we don't want to sit back and relax here because this is where we have to over-deliver the value that we promised in our sales messages, because we want to take this new customer, we want to wow them, we want them to be super happy and just overjoyed with the value that you've delivered in your product or service. And the reason that we want to do this is because it's going to tee us up and set us up for phase number 5, which is lifetime, right? And most people actually stop at the customer phase. They get the sale and they go, yay, I've made some money, and then they just move on to trying to get more people. Well, I'm here to tell you on the back end, when it comes to how you're going to really scale your revenue with sales funnels, it's taking this entire process that we've talked about, phases 1 through 4, and once you have a customer, you start this entire process all over again, right? And you look for another potential problem that you can solve for your current customers, because selling to people who've already purchased from you is the easiest person to sell to. And this is where in your email sequences, you can start to be a little more aggressive with your sales pitches and your offers. You can offer higher price points products, and this all works, and this all is dependent upon making sure that in phase number 4, with delivering value to your customer, that they're actually happy with the product or service. Because if they're not happy with the product or service that they get the first time, they're probably not going to buy, 2 or 3 more times. And so we really want to set them up to buy multiple times in the future. So that does it for the 5 stages of a successful sales funnel using the Snap Funnel Builder method. Of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I do read and reply to every single one. I know this was a lot of information, jam-packed, so make sure you ask your questions below and check out the playlists and links in the description to help you actually put together your landing pages, put together your sales pages, along with actually a video that takes a deeper dive even than this to really help you write your sales copy. So if you got some value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And of course, as always, keep building the business you love.